So this past week, Brian, my oldest, had school off. They call it midwinter break. And I had to take the kids to the store a couple times this week, all three of them. A couple times wasn't too bad. One time was craziness. My almost 2 year old is going through the phase where he does not want to sit in the cart. He wants to get down and run around and touch the things on the shelf. And my kids aren't like sheep, like they don't all go in the same direction. They're like ping pong balls. They just scatter to the wind in all directions. And, I was thinking about it, and I had one person say, "How do you do it with three kids?" And I'm like, how do I go to the grocery store with three kids? Before I had kids, I could walk up and down every aisle and browse the aisles and look at all the things on sale and decide, do I want this in a recipe? Do I need this product? Okay, not anymore with kids. With kids, what I have to do is I have to have a list. I have to remember to bring the list, which has happened many times where I write the list and I forget to grab it. And basically, I just go to get the things I need. I don't spend a lot of time just dilly-daddling around. It's basically down to business. We're on a mission. And actually, I watched an episode, it was like 4 or 5 years ago, of Super Nanny. And she had a great suggestion. I haven't done it yet, but what she did with this woman whose kids were totally out of control, not that my kids are to that extent, but they were totally out of control when they went to the store. They wouldn't listen. They screamed and cried and thrashed around. And what they did is she took little pieces of construction paper or cardstock and wrote down on the pieces of paper, they're based on color, what grocery items the kids were in charge of getting. And she put it on a keychain ring. And so when they went to the grocery store, once they went down the cereal aisle, let's say it's Brian's turn. So Brian had to get the cereal that's on the card. When we go to the soup aisle, Dallin would have to get the soup that's on his card. And I don't know if Sam is old enough. He probably would end up throwing the card on the floor or chewing it or I don't know, something. But you could do that with your kids, and it gets them involved in the grocery shopping, gets them involved in helping. And what I do with my kids, a lot of places offer free cookies, some offer free fruits. I don't let them have it until the end of the trip. And if they've behaved through the trip, then they get to get a cookie. And it's kind of nice because if they start acting up, it's like if you don't behave, you're not going to get a cookie. And it's amazing how much that cookie or that piece of fruit really means to them. And so they work a lot harder at behaving in the grocery store. And my other tip for grocery shopping, now I want you to know I'm not an expert at this. This is just things that I've come upon and I'm still working on. But the other thing is don't go when they're hungry and tired. I try to keep my grocery shopping trips to the morning, usually like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I try not to go out afternoon because once it's afternoon, they start getting hungry and tired and things like that. So let me know what your tips are for grocery shopping. And I don't know, maybe you'll use them, maybe you won't, but those are some of my ideas for tips for grocery shopping. Have a great day.